Good morning, everybody. Let me start recording. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is May the 9th, 2023, and today the topic is faith work. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I hope that you all had a great day yesterday. Mine was just fine. My Monday. There's a few little things that happened yesterday. Thing number one is my husband out of nowhere, yesterday morning was like, "Hey, y'all want to go take a walk?" And I was like, "Yeah." That was something that we would do every now and then. When we used to live in this apartment complex, we would walk, me and him, and he had a dog at that time, and we've done it a few times here in the neighborhood as well. So he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Well, maybe we could take the little guy's little trike out, and he can ride the trike, and we can walk X, Y, and Z." And by the time we finally made our way to go outside, my mom and my sister was sitting in the driveway, and that is because I secured a couple of bags, y'all. Listen, let me go ahead and drop this information for y'all. Those that are interested, she has a sale going on the first Vashti bag, y'all. So y'all can go check that out. All right. You guys can get it for a discount. It's a Mother's Day special. Y'all can look up Nyla O'Neal on Facebook, or I don't know if I have her information here at all, but yeah, hit her up if y'all are interested in getting this bag, securing the bag. I know I got a couple. I'll go ahead and tell y'all. Basically, my mother-in-law and my grandmother-in-law should expect these bags, because that's what I got them for Mother's Day. Little double gift, in my humble opinion. You all also know my sister is the owner of Anchor for Blah to Me and everything like that. So she has a lot of great things going on, and I'm super excited for her. But yeah, if y'all want to support in any aspect, y'all go get a bag or go take a class or whatever. Get her to come to you all. She has a mobile lab as well under the name Anchor. So she's doing great things. Oh, let me go ahead and just name drop her salon as well. She Diva Style Salon is her salon as well. Y'all can check out the episode of GSL when I interviewed her and everything like that. But yeah, so they were in the yard yesterday. I was trying to find her link or whatever, but I gave y'all enough information about it. Y'all can look her up, like I said, on Facebook, Nyla O'Neal. NILA apostrophe NEAL. All right. Get y'all a bag or whatever y'all might need. But anywho, yeah, I did buy a couple of bags, so I can give us gifts and whatnot. And yeah, and so we had some time chit chatting with them. Mom was with her and everything like that. And so we spent some time chit chatting with them. And then afterwards, we took a little walk. And then after that, we went to go and look into some stuff, because I don't know if I told y'all, but stuff going on in my husband's car or whatever the case is. So we went over to like try to figure that out. And so after that, it was getting dangerously close to the time that I had to do an interview. So I almost canceled the interview, which was crazy because this person that had signed up, we had so many attempts before, and I would hate it to have counseled and whatnot. But long story short, we ended up finishing that up, and then I made it home on time to do the interview for GSL. So I did that, and then I ended up taking some promo photos, just a test run or whatever. But technically since technically the cat is out the bag, I will let y'all know. So long story short, y'all know that I've been telling you all that I have something to tell y'all. I have a few things to tell y'all, but I'm gonna announce one thing now, I guess, to those that listen to me and watch me on the Juice. Y'all get inside info, right? And so I guess you all will be one of the first to know officially that your girl, me, Miracle Sims, I've been asked to be, drum roll please, the face of Mom Bomb. Y'all, listen, first of all, to God be the glory for all things. Um, it just blows my mind all the time, like the different things that God is doing. When the owner was talking to me about it, I just was like flabbergasted, because like as an actor, like I don't know if y'all get this, but for me, right, as an actor for a brand, right, to ask you to be their face, it's like being the flow of Progressive, or like the Pine Sol lady of Pine Sol. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, it's huge. I'm over here like, you really want me? For real? Are you sure? So, we're still negotiating some things or whatever, and what that actually going to look like. But I might as well share it now because they shared it. They put it on their TikTok already. I sent her some photos that I took yesterday because we were talking about the character and things like that. And those of y'all that were watching live, y'all might have already just seen it, but let me show you again. So, I wanted to create a character specifically for them because y'all know that I play a lot of different things as an actor. And so she has like copper hair and all this type of stuff. But anywho, basically I had sent some photos to them as just like hey, what do you think? And I guess they loved it. They shared it on TikTok. So like I said, I might as well share it with y'all that this is another door the Lord had opened for me, to be the face of their brand, to be a spokesperson, I would say, I guess, for their brand. And yeah, so y'all will see me, but in characters. So the character is named Sergeant Self-Care. Okay. And I'll pretty much be doing what I've been doing with my own situation, which is, I have been trying to encourage ladies, specifically, but I mean, everybody anyway, to take time to unwind or take time to take care of yourself. Because like I told y'all, in my journey, especially after becoming a mom, I started to see how important it was for me to take some time for me, and to even like close the door and like send NJ to his papa and just have some me time. And I've seen how important that is. And so I started my group, yes, to share about, the products that I have, like the nail polish and the wine and all this different type of stuff. And just to get a group of women together and just say, hey, shout out your brands and stuff too. And let's just remind each other to take time to unwind, take time for self-care, X, Y, and Z. Well, y'all, I guess I'm going to be doing it on a little bit of a larger scale, as they say. Sergeant Self-Care on duty, reminding the moms to take time for self-care. So thank you, Mom Bomb, for entrusting your girl to be the face of your brand. Like I said, I'm truly honored. I stand by Mom Bomb because they do phenomenal work. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to share that with you all, and be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for more content, I guess, created centered around this. And we'll see. We'll see what what all it will entail. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because that was something that I guess went live yesterday, technically. And so I wanted to, make sure I just made an announcement formally. So I'll be making an announcement on my social media and whatnot as well. But those that tune into the juice, you got the juice ahead of time. All right. So that was something that happened yesterday that I'm excited about. And I think that's it. Like that's the main highlights of yesterday. But I guess in some ways it kind of rolls over into today's topic, y'all. So today, it's interesting. So I woke up this morning at 3:23, and I ended up, looking up verses centered around that. Y'all know how I do, okay? And one of the first verses I came across was Colossians 3:23, and it says, "And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men." Okay, so this stands out to me for a variety of reasons. One, again, I am still negotiating this thing with Mom Bomb. Like, what is this going to look like? X, Y, and Z. And on one hand, you want to be professional, right? You want to get everything, together, your lies, your T's crossed, your I's dotted. You want to get everything, while I'm learning, right? I'm learning I need to get everything, in black and white or whatever the case is, right? But on the flip side, right, there's just certain things. It's so funny. The brand itself, it says on this brand, it's like it's heart's work, right? And that's the thing. Like at the end of the day, like the things we do, like it's a blessing, at least for me, because I know everybody, I guess, hasn't been able to do this, right? But at least for me in my life thus far, I could say that just about any type of job I've had or whatever, it has been something that I've either enjoyed or, you know, yeah, like for lack of a better way to say, like it's been something that I enjoyed at the end of the day, and I had no problem doing as work. Like there might have been only maybe like one position out of all of my work experiences that I might have been like feeling some way about doing the job, and that was only because I felt like I felt hoodwinked in a way. You know, it was like I had auditioned to do something and then the company hired me, but then they hired me to like do something totally different. And then but I had to like watch what I had actually went for every day. So it just was like that made it awkward and made it like not, you know, as fun, I guess you would say. But for whatever reason, the Lord has put in me to like whatever job I went for or whatever the case is, to try to go for things that I enjoyed or try to go for things that I actually wanted to do or I'm actually gifted in or whatever the case is, right? So I have been blessed in that way, right? And I understand that everybody may not have that and things. So no judgment at all in regards to that. But I guess I talk about that because it makes it easier, right, to operate in, you know, as if you're working for the Lord, right? When you're operating in your giftings, when you're operating in your, you know, the things that you may be passionate about, whatever the case is. But regardless, right? Regardless of if you're operating in your gifts or not, this verse here and several other verses in the Bible is telling us to, you know, work heartily. Whatever we do, do it to the glory and honor of God. Whether we eat, drink, whatever it is, we need to be doing it to the glory and honor of God, right? And in some way, right, when you start to think about letting your work be as if you're working for God and not for man, it might change the way that you do it, right? It might change the appreciation that you have for your jobs or whatever the case is. And so, that stood out to me this morning. And so that's what I ended up going deeper about and looking into. And that's ultimately what the juice is going to be about today. So that's how I came to the topic, y'all, and everything like that. So, okay, so let me transition into how I got these verses and whatnot, right? So, I got on social media after I did my prayer meditation and stuff. And after, you know, this whole idea about work and whatnot came into my heart and mind and stuff. And, I came across something in Let's Be Clear, right? The group, Let's Be Clear. Like I said, I still debate every now and then, like, should I get out of this group? It wasn't bad, nothing bad today, but it's just funny that every time I talk about it, I'm like, yeah, I still be debating. I'm still in the group, y'all. I'm still in there, but I be debating all the time, like, but anywho, basically, someone posted I guess it was like a text stream. I don't know if it's real or anything like that, but it was like, I guess, proving a certain point about work, right? Basically, somebody in the text message was asking someone else for money. That individual said, hey, you know, instead of me giving you this money, could you do this task for me and I'll give you more? And matter of fact, if you do it for me and my, you know, I think he's saying his like girlfriend's place or something like that, then, you know, I will also give you double of what I said, which would be more than what the individual asked for. And then the individual was like, they didn't want to do all of that. So, no judgment, whatever. Like I said, it could be real, it could be not real, you know. But I guess I bring it up in this moment because it kind of coincides with all this work talk. Like, on one hand, I guess this is what made me start to think like work works. You know, at the end of the day, the things y'all see, and I'm not saying trying to, you know, I can only share my testimonies, y'all. So I hope nobody's like offended by me sharing or whatever. You know, I'm not trying to pump myself up in any regard. All I'm trying to do is encourage and inspire whoever's listening to the sound of my voice that whatever you guys see me doing is something that you all can do. And at the end of the day, like, I'm not sitting here again puffing myself up in any regard. I'm sitting here saying this is what the Lord is doing with the things that I've been doing, so with that being said, it's like, again, work works. Like when you put some work in, like you'll see results like from the work. Like, and it's through faith. It's not about, again, I know there's this whole debate about, again, faith and works and that whatnot. We're not talking about that at the moment. I'm talking about like work in general. Like when you put some work in, you'll see results from that work. And so I'm a living witness of that. Again, I believe that the things that y'all are seeing is because of the work that was put in probably years ago or prior to now, basically. And I'm thankful, right? I'm thankful for every blessing and everything like that. And especially once I started to really focus on doing things for God, that's another thing as well. That's why because I thought I was going to name this episode Work Works, but then I ended up making it Faith Work. So basically, when you start to do the will of God, right? When you start to do work for the Lord, He's going to establish it. Like this in His Word. This is what it says. And I'm here again. I'm sitting here living proof of, doing faith work and God working through my faith. And that's all I could share at the end of the day. But I hope again that encourages you and inspires you to put in some faith work, y'all. Like put in some work in faith, and you're gonna see faith work in your life. But hey, let me share some verse with y'all so y'all know I'm not just talking to you. So this is what the Bible got to say. So Hebrews 6:10, it says, "For God is not unjust, so as to overlook your work and the love that you have shown for His name in serving." So He's not gonna overlook it, y'all. But here, hold on, let me finish the verse here. It says, "Serving the saints as you still do." So I did want to go deeper with that verse, and I ended up putting Hebrews 6:9-12 in the go deeper section, so y'all can check that out on your own. But yeah, He is not going to overlook the work that you put in. Like He sees the work, right? He sees that you're making faith moves in your life. He sees that you are leaning and depending on Him and trusting Him with your life, and He's going to establish you in that. The more you do that, the more He will establish you in it. So let me keep going, y'all. So then Proverbs 16:3, it says, "Commit your work to the Lord and your plans will be established." So there you go. I didn't just make that up. It's written in black and white right there. Y'all can read it for yourselves. Again, that's Proverbs 16:3. And like I said, I'm a living witness. The more I've committed my work to the Lord, the more He has established me and given me the things that I've dreamed about. Like at the end of the day, like I believe that again, God puts the plans that He has for you on your heart, right? And you start to think, okay, these are my goals, these are my dreams, these are my passions, X, Y, and Z. And then the funny thing, the reason I laugh here is that the more I tried to do those things on my own, the more I would find myself like, man, I'm missing something. Man, this don't feel right. Man, something ain't right about whatever I was trying to do on my own. Once I started to put my trust in the Lord and let Him lead and guide me how to do the things, here I am basking in all the different things that was in my heart and mind and dreams. And all I can sit here to tell y'all at the end of the day is it was just taking the first step of faith. and that's probably where He wanted me to be. Like at the end of the day, if I got all of my quote unquote dreams, passions, all that stuff on my own, what would my testimony be? Yes, I did it. I did this. I did that. I did that. But because I've been in situations where I know that all I did was take a step of faith, that's all I can sit here and say. I would be lying to you to be like, it was all me. At the end of the day, I know that it was the Lord that has established all these things, that's given me favor with different people and all of this, where doors are now open to where I'm over here like, well, as they say, in the overflow, right? And I hope that it's flowing over to you, whoever you are, listening to the sound of my voice, whatever the case is. I hope again that you're encouraged and inspired by this, because He will establish the work that you do for Him. So Then we got Proverbs 14 and 23. It says, in all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty. Ooh, now I know that might be pulp. We might not like to hear that or listen to that or whatever the case is. It reminds me again of that scenario I told you all earlier. Like at the end of the day, just asking or whatever the case is for something, yes, it can be given to you, but at the same time, like now this ain't Bible, even though people might think it's Bible, but the quote about, teaching a man how to fish at X, Y, and Z, like that's what that is to me. That whole scenario I told y'all earlier about the text message, someone asking for some funds and the person say, hey, if you work for the funds, I give you more, and they didn't want to do that. It's like, not only would you get more, right, but then that would have been a new side hustle or business established. Because then what if somebody else saw you doing that task for them and was like, hey, can you do that for us? And that's a business. Like that's a whole new, that's generational wealth right there. Like, you know what I mean? Like then you could teach your children to do that task, whatever the case is. But instead of that, we all, I think we get, I don't know if it's just being lazy, I don't know if it's whatever, but it's like we want to just get whatever we want in that moment versus thinking about the big picture. And here's the thing, like, and I don't know, no judgment or whatever. Again, I know people, we got to do what we got to do, especially as parents, whatever case is. Like maybe you got to just take the job that you can get X, Y, and Z. But at some point, right, if you feel like you're in a position that you hate, like I told my husband years ago, I'm like, husband, listen, at the end of the day, there's all kinds of jobs out here. You know what I'm saying? So if you hate the one you in, then, you might be able to just go ahead and like try to go for the one you love, because at the end of the day, there's a chance that you'll get in it. And if you don't get in it the way you think you will, you might get close to it. You might get the next best thing, or you might get what you really need versus like, getting what you thought you needed or whatever. And so again, I'm a living witness. I know everybody can't be entrepreneurs out here. I'm not telling everybody to be an entrepreneur, but what I'm saying is that there are plenty of options and jobs, right? And so at the end of the day, I would say seek the Lord about, what he put in you and what he actually wants you to do. And I believe that it's centered around whatever our passions, the goals, dreams, like the things that we know that we're great at, whatever skills, all this different type of stuff is what our giftings and whatnot is. And I believe that, again, once we are focused on doing, again, God's work, as well as doing the things that we enjoy, then it will make it easier to do it like we're doing it for the Lord, to go to our job and work as if we're working for the Lord. If it is for you to have a job, or if it's for you to be an entrepreneur, then, you would do that work as if you're working for the Lord. So just saying, y'all, work does work, you know what I'm saying? And faith work, it works even better. And that's just me. This is me out here sharing about what the Lord is doing. But let's see, 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain. Friends, at the end of the day, like when I sat here and thought about this verse this morning, as I was writing it down, I was thinking about those 12 disciples, right? I was thinking about those biblical figures that pushed through, obviously lost their lives in horrific ways and all this different type of stuff to get this message out to now for me to be sitting here talking in 2023 about the same message or whatever the case is. And so, and who knows, again, who's listening to the sound of my voice and where it's going to go from here. I know my son is already singing the little intro jingle. He's like, the daily dose of inspiration, the juice. So I don't know if he's going to carry it on when I'm gone or whatever the case is. I don't know. But at the end of the day, like, I guess, like I said, I just took some time to reflect on that this morning as I wrote that last verse down, because at the end of the day, our labor for the Lord is not in vain. Their labor was not in vain, and our labor is not going to be in vain, because the Lord has his ultimate plan at the end of the day, and we all are a part of it. Like we all have some part in it. Even if you feel like you're not doing ministry, like even like, because your life can be that thing. Like it's not even about you getting into some quote unquote title or position, or, even having a church or full on ministry or something. It could be just you talking to your neighbor, It could be just you helping out your friend. Like, it could just be like, sometimes it's just that, like, being Jesus to people. Now, I know we're not perfect and nothing like that, but I'm saying, like, being that representation of Christ to people. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a smile, right? It could be a hug. It could be as simple as just, hey man, like, let me buy you lunch. Like, whatever the case is, y'all. Like, I guess the thing is, like, at the end of the day, we can't think that whatever the Lord has us to do is small. Like, each and every day, each and every choice, all that stuff matters. And you matter, you matter at the end of the day. And so I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Like I said, this topic was called Faith Work today. And so again, whether you want to think about that work works, or that faith, or faith work in particular, or any of the things that I shared today, encourage and inspire you. That's what I hope has happened, because that's the juice. Now, the Bible verse of today is 1 John 1:9, and it says, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. There you go, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice. I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Thank you all for listening, watching, subscribing, and sharing all those wonderful things, y'all. I don't know if I told y'all, but yesterday, I think, or the day before, one of them days, we hit 550. So we hit 550 on our channel. So thank you to the 550 of you all that subscribed and everything. Closer to the goals, right? It's closer to reaching those YouTube goals. But regardless, man, I'm just thankful for those that are tuning in. I see that the talk show gets views. We do have a new episode coming up on Friday, but we'll talk about that Wednesday or something like that. I want to know what y'all think, man. I want to know what y'all think of Sergeant Self-Care, y'all's first look at Sergeant Self-Care. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to throw the image back up on the screen. Because I still got some people tuning in. Hey, y'all tuning in live. You don't have to talk to me if you don't want to, but if you want to, just comment below, and I'll try to chit chat with y'all while I'm here. But if you're wondering, Sergeant Self-Care is going to be a character that I'm portraying for Mom Bomb. For those that missed that announcement earlier, they have asked me to be the face of the brand, and I'm over here like, what? But yeah, and so. Yeah, man, Sergeant Self-Care is going to be out here trying to encourage moms to take time to unwind, right? To, to make sure they take time for self and self-care and things of that nature. I'm just thankful to Mom Bomb for the opportunity. You guys can check out Mom Bomb by looking at my website, y'all. Go to actressmiraclesims.com, and there's a link to Mom Bomb. But I'm announcing it now, because I'll just put that there. Yeah, Actress Miracle Sims. I'm announcing it now because they put it on their TikTok. I sent them a photo yesterday of me just, because we had talked about the character, and we talked about like, oh, what could she look like? And da-da-da-da-da. And so I sent them some photos, and I guess they loved it so much that they shared it on TikTok yesterday. So the cat's out the bag, or the character is out the bag, I say. So that's why I'm announcing it today officially, that, like I said, we're still negotiating some things and figuring out, like, again, what everything's going to look like and stuff. But I'm honored. I'm thankful, because at the end of the day, like I said earlier, like, for them to ask me to do that, to me, is huge, especially as an actor and a performer. It's like I said earlier, it's like being the Pine Sol lady or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like being, like I said, Flo from Progressive, like, you know what I mean? Like you're asking me to be the face of your brand. And so that means, like, hopefully in the future, when they do commercials, whatever they do, like, it'll be your girl out here, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, though. Like, look at what the Lord is doing. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I showed y'all the unboxing video that I did for them the other day, because they had sent me all this stuff. And like I say it's for Mother's Day. So y'all check out Mom Bomb. Like I said, just go to my website, actressmiraclesims.com. All the proceeds from their items, they go towards their organization, and the organization helps moms in crisis. So I was like, like I said before, it was a no-brainer for me to become an affiliate, because I just was like, okay, I already have a group for women and for moms to, tell us to take time to unwind and, just remind us to take time for self-care, because I told you I needed that myself personally once I became a mom and I saw how important that was. But for me to be like a year later and we're here and they've asked me to be the face of their brand, all this different type of stuff, it's just like, listen, I call this year Abundance 2023, and I'm over here like, listen, it need to be abundance the rest of my life. Like I got to figure out how to I got to figure out how to keep this thing going and flowing, because the Lord has truly been showing up and showing out this year, man. So to God be the glory for that, y'all. Again, y'all can check out Mom Bomb on actressmiraclecenters.com. Just use that. Just click that button and go to Mom Bomb. Check out, they still got time, I think, to order some things for Mother's Day and stuff. And yeah, just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout, for more promo images and more whatever else I can create for them. More content created centered around me being Sergeant Self-Care, and then, getting the ladies to, or everybody really, because there's products for men and children on the site as well. But definitely encouraging moms, right, to just take some time for self-care, because we got to do that, y'all. Even if it's just closing the door and running your boba bath, man. Like every now and then, I think moms know that you need that time. So, well, I think that's it, man. I don't think I got anything else to share at the moment. And nobody commented, so I won't, hold y'all up or whatever the case is. But I would like anybody that watches this, if y'all are here tuned in to this point, definitely comment below. Let me know what y'all think of Sergeant Self-Care. Y'all haven't seen her in action yet. Y'all seen photos, but still, I'm excited about it, and I'm looking forward to see what else the Lord's going to do, man. It's exciting. I still got more stuff to tell y'all, more stuff coming outside of this as well. But, this is at least one cat finally out of the bag. So y'all have a wonderful Tuesday, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye.